What's up, everybody? True89 coming at you today, and we have some more Marvel Crisis Protocol news. This time we have more cards that are being errated, and much needed changes to some of the cast that needed to be changed, in my opinion. If you guys could do me a favor, definitely like the video, dislike the video, comment down below, give me your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel. We'll have more MCP content coming up because we're gonna have a lot coming up. I think these next couple of weeks are gonna be a whole bunch of reveals of characters that are changing and stuff like that. So right now, let's get to it. The first one is Valkyrie. And this card I had to look at a few times, okay? Because I was like, where the hell is the change, right? So what I noticed here, the first change that I saw, for sure, I mean, this was an easy one to spot. Dragon Fang. Okay, Dragon Fang. So after the attack is resolved, the character gains the bleed special condition. What changed here is the flurry. So it needs to be on a crit wild for the flurry. It looks like they want it to be a little more difficult for you to get flurry off. They want you to get 2 conditions, which doesn't bother me one bit at all. Because I mean, flurry is just amazing. I could see this happening to Corvus, but the thing about Corvus is he's gonna have a higher chance of getting the flurry over Valkyrie because Corvus with the reality gem, unless the reality gem is changing, is still gonna get this he's still gonna get it rather easily. So who knows? I mean, this might be a change that might hit a lot of characters that have flurry like this. So that might be a hint at what maybe what's happening with Corvus. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know if Corvus is even gonna change, to be honest with you. All I know is that it's an indication that they're looking at flurry and saying, okay, like, how can we make this a little more difficult to acquire and earning it basically. Not that you weren't earning it on the wild. The wild is 1 out of 8. Still, but they just wanted to make it a little more difficult. Let's do 2 conditions this time rather than just 1, right? I mean, 2 results rather than just 1. So I understand it there. So that's the first change. I don't feel like she needed it here because it is what it is. I think they did this because I think they're hitting all characters that have flurry, and you're going to see another character that got hit too, by the way, by it. And they're still strong. What I like about this is Valkyrie still is pretty good. Even with that change, I still think she's solid. She still gains the additional 1 power, as you can see. She's an Asgardian. She still has charge for 2 power. She still has Warrior Legend. What changed here was Asgardian Might, which went to 3 power instead of 2. So what this does is it chooses an enemy character with that's size 2 or less, terrain or enemy character, and throw it small. What you could do with that didn't change. What changed was the power cost that went up to 3. So now you can't on turn 1 go up and throw somebody if you have that option. Right now, you have to do some plays like advanced R&D or something like that to do that. So you have to burn a tactics card to do it. So what you have to do here basically is just earn the power, and then you can get the throw. I like that change. So there's no turn 1 throws, or well, at least with her, there's no turn 1 throw to get someone off a point or reposition somebody, etc. So I like that change a lot. I'm a huge fan of it. I still think she's whatever. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it. Let me just put it like this. I'm okay with it, is where I'm at. I understand why they did it. Did I think it was going to happen? No, it's one of those things that I kind of overlooked. I was like, I don't think Valkyrie's going to change at all. But she did. And, and again, I still feel like she's Valkyrie. It's just she has to work a little bit more. That's all. Just in my opinion. I think she just has to work a little bit more. There's the Dragon Fang Flurry, it's funny because this attack here, I have a love-hate with Valkyrie. Every time I do Dragon Fang, it doesn't work as intended. For me. It never does. Ever. Not one time does it work the way it needs to. I get more mileage out of her strike than her Dragon Fang, to be honest with you. But when it does go off, it's stupid. I mean, it's really, really strong. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not... It's just... It's just strange that they would do that to her. But I think that they're attacking Flurry in this manner. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the reason why they did it to her. Like, okay, we're doing it to her. Now we need to transition this to other characters that have the Flurry. So that's why I think they did this. So cool stuff here. Valkyrie's one of those characters I didn't think anything was gonna happen to, but it did. And yeah, we'll see what happens with Valkyrie. See if she gets played more or less. I haven't seen much of her lately. But then again, I could be wrong. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below on Valkyrie. I really don't have much to say here about her, to be honest with you. What needs to be talked about is Medusa. Now, Medusa. Now, here's the thing. They said they're dealing with characters that came out in the initial wave or whatever the case may be. Medusa, as you know, came out this year, right? So maybe she was one of those initial characters that they were changing and begin with, whatever. I think they're listening to the community. I think they're listening to people. They are in Discords, by the way. At least one person. I'm not gonna say who's in Danger Room Discord. Okay. I think they're listening to the people. I think they're listening and addressing the characters that are really set a negative play experience. Medusa can be a negative play experience for a 4 threat. I mean, she set the bar at 4. Okay. Her and Corvus, you know, whatever order you want to put them in, they set the bar at 4. Of course, people can make an argument that Corvus is a 5 threat because you're always putting a reality gem on him, but he's a 4. Okay. So they really set the bar. I mean, she was insane. She had the flurry on a wild. She has a reroll. She can reposition models however she wants to because of the timing of her attacks and all this other crazy shit. Like, she had a lot of control and just a lot of attacks that can go through, especially with the reroll that made it a higher chance to get it, right? On a flurry on its own with a reroll, you know, I don't know what the odds are, but her chances are high of always getting it and doing 4 attacks and then just basically not letting you play. And the other culprit is All You've Got. I'm praying, and seriously, at Time As Games, if you watch this video, okay, look at my hands, okay, ban All You've Got. Get rid of the card. Period. Get rid of the card. Okay. And don't ever make that card ever again. Seriously. I use the card and I don't like it. Personally, if you want to hand out like out of activation, like attacks or something like that, I think that's what you're going for. You're doing a great job with it with certain characters like Carnage and Angela. What I mean by that is that they have to spend power and, okay, they have to do something. They have to daze and or kill a model, and then they have to spend the power to get a free attack. That makes sense to me. Okay? All You've Got is pay for power. You get to activate again, and then you get to do this. The reason why I'm bringing this up is that she's an offender of that card, along with Carnage, etc., right? She can effectively, if everything goes well with dice, let's just do the math here. On her first activation, doesn't attack, got the flurry, got damage, can do pushes. Okay, flurry goes off, another attack, whatever. Okay, that's her first. Her first activation was 2 attacks, and then she can start repositioning models. Okay. Second activation, another attack, got the flurry again, did some damage. Okay, no one's dead, whatever. Flurry, did damage, whatever. Right now we're at 4 attacks. Oh, I didn't kill people. I got to reposition people. Okay, cool. I can do Royal Decree, whatever. I can reposition my models now too. And then, oh, I can do All You've Got. Oh, do it all over again. You can effectively, with the combination of All You've Got and Medusa's flurry, you can get a grand total of 8 attacks in 1 activation. Okay? For 4 power. So it was if you seriously wanted to know why Medusa was ahead of the curve, you just found out. Okay? If that still doesn't make sense to you, comment down below and I'll show you in TTS how that works. And then you tell me if that makes a lot of sense, okay? So let's get to Medusa, okay? So Braid Bash, what changed here is the timing of her push. It's on a wild now. So the push is a wild and it is before damage is dealt. Before it was like you do a damage and then you can kind of, because of timing chart and all this stuff, you can do it after your attacks or whatever. Not anymore. It's before damage is dealt and you need to get a wild. It's not on damage anymore. Really smart here. I feel like they, like I said, like these changes, like I hear people in the community talk about these changes to do it this way, and they've done it. So I feel like they're listening, and I think they understand their game and where it needs to go, right? And this is what I love right now. This company, when it comes to rebalancing these characters, they're doing a phenomenal job. They're doing a wonderful job, seriously. Now, this is just really, really good. And then, as you can see, she keeps the flurry. Me personally, if I were balancing the character, I'm glad I did, right? If I were, I would have gotten rid of one or the other. It would have been like, okay, you need to either give me the flurry or give me the pushes. I can't have both. So what they're doing here is they're letting you, they want this character to be a control piece / I want to pop off, right? And do what I need to do. They did a really good job here. So right now on the flurry, it's a crit wild. So now you have to earn it, right? So they made it harder for the flurry, and now the push is on a wild. So you still get the best of both worlds, and you still get power equal to damage dealt. Really good. I love what they did here. They kept the essence. They want the character to still do what it. They want her to still do what she needs to do, but they want you to. They want you to earn it now. So you know they want you to get the flurry. They want you to. You know they want you to roll the wild. They want you to roll the crit wild. You know you really have to do a lot to get this, which is good. This is a great change. I love every minute of it. This is good. This is phenomenal. From here, what else has changed? Hair flip is still 3 power cost. Choose enemy character size 3 less. Throw it small. That's still there. Royal Decree is still here. A character. I thought this might get hit, but it looks like it didn't. That's fine. You have to spend 2 power for this, and you can reposition like a whole bunch of characters who have a lot of power. And do all that. Still immune to poison. You still can't walk over this character, and you still have the inhuman reroll. Really good stuff here. This is really, really nice. I like what they did here. It makes sense. It's still it's still Medusa, but just a little more work, right? Which makes sense. So still strong. Again, as long as all you've got's around, you will be an offender of it. But I think that she is toned down and won't be able to pull off what she can pull off beforehand. So that's it for Medusa. If I missed anything there, let me know down below. I don't think I did. Let's get to Enchantress, the biggest offender. She's not the biggest, she's one of them. She's one of the characters in the game that just irks me. I play Enchantress and I don't like it. I feel like I'm cheesing people out of wins and stuff like that. Basically, the big deal with her is that she can position models multiple times a turn. She already starts off with 2 power. She can go up and spend 2 power, position somebody, and then basically set up a beam with 2 characters. Get to 4 power. All you've got, beam, 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 beam. Take all the power, reposition again. Like, it was just obnoxious. It's just obnoxious. Very, 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 very obnoxious. I've done it to a lot of people, and they're like, why is this allowed? Well, 2 reasons. Enchantress is stupid. And then the other reason is all you've got is stupid. So once you combine 2 stupid things together, it makes one really great, amazing thing. If that makes sense. What changed with her? She still keeps the beam. Enthrall is still the same. She's still the same across the board with her stats and all that stuff. Amora's Kiss is now in action, which is really good. So now you can't go up and steal an extract. So one of the popular plays was that if, let's say for example, you didn't want to maneuver somebody or position somebody, what you could do is just play advanced R&D, pass power off to Enchantress, go up, steal an objective, and basically you steal a point for the turn with no. It was just that. And then next turn, guess what? She'll get 2 power and she'll position somebody or beam, whatever the case may be. Now that is an action. Okay, so it's still 3 power cost, but now it's an action. So now you get once you do it, you only have 1 action left, and that's it. So really smart decision here. I love what they did here. It's an action. Now you have to really think about doing this in your action economy or whatever you want to call it. And I love that. Really good stuff here. That kind of, it still doesn't negate the play of advanced R&D walk up. Well, it does actually, because you still need to, depending on how far you are, you have to choose between the bow. Yeah, I do like that actually. You really can't do that. The opponent will really have to be in your side of the zone, and you would really literally have to move up, be within like range 2-ish, something like that. And then from there, you would have to spend 2 power. You still can't do it. You still can't do it. So that it takes it away. It takes away that first turn play when you can go up and do that. That's really good. Because yeah, you have to move up twice. That burns 2 actions. This costs an action. Yeah, you can't do it. Really good stuff here. Love it. The other change here, and no one's crying about this. Everybody was in agreement with this. Moving people multiple times a turn is not good. You saw it with Medusa. They made a change there. You need to get on the wild. It's not good. It just repositioned and took a lot of people out of the game and all this stuff. Wasn't a good it's not a good experience. And it literally the other thing is too, like, it doesn't take much thought to not do that. You literally just, you didn't read the card properly, and that's the reason why you didn't do it. Anybody can do it. And it really wasn't high level play, to be honest. In my opinion, maybe people are like, "Oh, yes." No, it really didn't. It doesn't take much thought to reposition a whole bunch of models however you want. It really doesn't. So choose an enemy character within 3, advance them small. That's still the same. You can only use it once per turn. So that's all that changed here, is that you can only use it once per turn. It used to be you can move a character once per turn. Now it's once per turn. You're done. You cannot do it again. Great changes here. They're addressing models that have been problems. I think Corvus is next, which I'm not gonna shed a tear for. I don't know who would be next, honestly. I mean, to be honest with you, this game only has a few offenders right now, and of course, those offenders were turned on by all you've got. So that's the other offender that needs to go. Atomic Mass Games, if you're watching this video, please, I'm gonna do it again. Pray your hands. Get rid of all you got. Do it today. Do it today, actually. Do it today. No one will cry. No one would. Do it right now. Right now. Just type in the computer, right? Go type whatever. Go to the ban restricted list. Put all you've got. I guarantee you, no one will shed a tear. Everybody's gonna pick their hands up and start clapping. I will clap. I would just literally do a video of me clapping and just having the banned and restricted list right here on the video, and I'll just literally just clap for probably 5 minutes, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, amazing, good stuff. I mean, yeah, get rid of the card. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Have a wonderful, blessed day. That's it for the new cards here. I think next week we'll get some more. Who knows? But that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts down below on these changes with Enchantress, Medusa, Valkyrie. Give me your thoughts on it. If I missed anything on any of the changes, let me know down below. I make mistakes. I'm human. I'm human, guys. Okay, I'm not a robot. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts down below, and like I said, subscribe to the channel, like, dislike, comment. Let me know your thoughts. This is a great day for Marvel Crisis Protocol, to be honest with you. This is amazing. This is a sign of good things to come. Have a wonderful day. Take care.